Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Viraj and today we guys are going to discuss encapsulation in object-oriented programming. Encapsulation is nothing but the hiding the change. We can achieve encapsulation using a access modifier, public, protected and private. By default, every attribute or method are public in nature. So as soon as we define any class, so all the attribute from that particular class and method from that class are public in nature. These public attribute and methods are accessed by that owner of that class or object of that class and child classes. We are having an example class which is going to be school, which contain a public attribute school name, which is holding a value angel kid school. Constructor method is having a two parameter name and standard. Then public method show data. S1 equal to school, Ravi and 10. So as it is a constructor method, then we are passing a two values Ravi and 10. So Ravi will going to point to the name and 10 is going to point to the standard. S1.show data will print a student name is Ravi and standard is a 10. So this is a really simple example of a class and object. Let's see the protected. Protected attribute and methods are accessed by the owner and child class. All the protected attribute and methods uses a single underscore at a starting. We are taking the same example school class, which is having a school name, which is a public attribute. Then init method. Under init method, we are having a instance attribute, which is going to be one is a public and one is a protected. Self.name is a public and self.underscore std is nothing but the protected attribute. The way we are going to use in a show data is again same self.underscore std. We are creating an object s1 s1.show data, which will print the student name is a Ravi and standard is a 10. s1.name and s1.underscore std. This will print a 10. If we are not writing s1.underscore std, it will throw an error. Then private. Private attribute and methods are accessed by the owner only. They are meant to use in that particular class scope. Here attribute name, public attribute name is a school name. Then constructor method. Protected attribute is self.underscore name. Then self.double_underscore std. That double underscore std is nothing but the private, which we cannot access outside the class. Def show data. We are having a student name is self.underscore name and standard is self.double_underscore std. We can call the show data method from outside, but we cannot directly call the self.underscore std, or we cannot use object.underscore std. So we create object s1. s1.show data will print the student name is Ravi and standard is a 10. s1.underscore name will be Ravi, and when we do the s1.double_underscore std, it will throw an error. So we cannot access a private attribute or a method outside the class. So let's see the practical implementation of the same encapsulation. So first we will see the public. So let me take the same example, school name, Angel's Kid School, def init self name std, self.name equal to name, self.std equal to std. Def show data, print student name is self dot name and std is self dot std. So here we created a class school s1 school. We need to pass a two parameters Ravi, and I'm taking the same value 10. S1 dot name we can access it, S1 dot std we can access it, S1 dot show data even we can access it. We can get a Ravi and standard 10. Print dir S1. Here we can see that we are having a name, school name, show data and standard. Even we can check help documentation on top of it. So we can see that class name is a school. Then it is accepting the two things, name and standard, which is going to be in a constructor method. Then show data, then attributes and other things. School underscore name. This is nothing but the attribute. Similarly, we can create a protected. Protected are denoted with the single underscore. Class school name equal to Angel Kid School def init self std self dot name equal to name self dot underscore std equal to std. Protected attribute show data self print student name is self dot name and std is self dot underscore std. This is how we can define a class with the protected attribute. S1 equal to school. Again I will take the same value Ravi with the 10. S1 dot I can access a school name. S1 dot I can access a name. S1 dot if I'm doing std I will get an error, attribute error. But when I do the S1 dot underscore std I will able to access it because this is nothing but the protected. Okay. S1 dot show data we can access a Ravi and std. Print dir S1. We can see that underscore std name school name show data. Even on top of it we can do something like help documentation. School class which takes the two things name and std, and we can see this. Here unfortunately we cannot see the protected and private attribute or method. We cannot see that. But however we can see that in a dir. Okay. Similarly, private are denoted with the double underscore. Let me take a same example. Class school name equal to or school name Angel Kids School def init name comma std self dot underscore name equal to name, protected self dot st double underscore std equal to std is nothing but the private def show data self print student name is self dot underscore name and std is self dot underscore std. S1 dot or S1 equal to actually school, we can pass Ravi and 10 again. S1 dot we can do the school name. S1 dot underscore name we can do it, but we cannot access a underscore std. Underscore std. It is going to throw an error. The reason is private attribute or a method are not directly accessed outside the class. But there is a catch that we will see in a bit. S1 dot show data. We can see the name and standard. So name and standard. So Ravi and 10. How this is accessible? Because we are calling the show data and internally we can access this particular attribute. We can access this particular attribute even though it is a private. So internally we can access it, but outside the class we cannot. Outside the class we cannot access it. But what is the catch? How we can access it outside? So that is called as a name mangling concept. Name mangling concept. So how we can achieve that name mangling? Before writing a name mangling, we need to understand a print dir s1. We can see this underscore name, school name and show data. But there is a something at starting underscore school underscore std. What is this? This is what exactly the name mangling is all about. Class name, attribute or method name. And this is the way which we can access a private attribute or method from the object of that class. So we will see that. Help s1. Here also we cannot see that private and protected attribute. We cannot see that private and protected attribute, as well as we cannot see the methods in a help documentation. Help documentation always point to the public. Okay. So how we can access underscore std? S1 dot underscore school underscore std. This is how we can access it. Let me take a one example. Example number 2. Private class test def underscore show data self print I am in show data. Private method for test class. Def print data. I am in underscore print data protected method for test class. We can call private or public method from here. So what we can do? We can simply self dot underscore show data. We can do this. Def test data self print I am in test data public method for test class. We can call private as well as protected methods from here. Even we can call it public. So public by default we can call it from anywhere. So we can do something like self dot underscore show data, as well as we can do the something like underscore print data. T1 test, print dir T1. We can see this name mangling, as well as we can see the print data, and as well as we can see the test data. If we do the help documentation on top of it, test data, but there is nothing. The reason is we cannot see that private attribute or a protected attribute as well as methods in a help documentation. We cannot see that. But still we can do something like test data. Test data. So ideally what will happen? This line will get executed. Then this particular private method will get executed, and then protected method is going to get executed. Let's see. We can see these many lines. First line for public, then this guy is going to get called, this will going to call the I am in a show data, then this is going to get executed, and again show data will going to get called. Similarly, T1 dot underscore print data, we can access it. But as soon as we do the underscore show data, we will end up with the error. How we can achieve this? Or if you wanted to explicitly call T1 dot underscore test underscore show data. This is called as a name mangling. So what is the syntax for a name mangling? Object name dot underscore class name underscore method name, or we can say that if it is a method name, then opening closing parenthesis. If it is not, then we just need to pass a attribute name. This is the syntax for a name mangling. That's it for this video, guys. See you in a next.